Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy Oneskip. I am Toddy Oneskip. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you guys. As always, thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your day, for making time for me. It's so appreciated because I know that time is precious. And when you make time for me, I just want to make sure that I'm giving you what you're hoping for. You know, that what you're getting from this channel is something that you were looking for. Guys, Gypsy Rose and her story has actually been out here for a while. I started covering her story not even a year ago. Like, it hasn't even been a full year, I believe. Or it has. I guess it has, because I think that I was covering when she first came out, right? So it's been a full year. But when I came on to the Gypsy Rose thing and I heard about the MURDER, I believed in the Munchausen by proxy. I bought into that until I started seeing shows of Gypsy where Gypsy's actually talking. I'm not even talking about the act, which was, you know, a scripted drama. I'm talking about documentaries with Gypsy talking and how Gypsy's story changed. That's when I thought, and that was right before she got out. And then everything in the world told me she's marrying Ryan for an address. I couldn't ignore that instinct. You know, I couldn't ignore it. There's a reason why we have them, instincts. So what gets me and what's confusing to me, I'm going to put it nicely, what's confusing to me is how somebody could have those records, talk to that person, see who that person is, because Gypsy's been Gypsy. The inmates have told you Gypsy has really been Gypsy this whole time. So people like Fancy and people like KJ, who were in with the family, knew who they were in with, because these people didn't become who they were all of a sudden. The Blanchard family has been the Blanchard family. And the people that have known them and what we're hearing about what everybody's saying about them out in the bayou. So, I mean, like, your spidey senses had to come up, your spine and say, hey, this isn't right. This isn't right. This isn't right. A few of us got to, wait a minute, this is all bullshit when it comes to Gypsy. And a few of us came to our own theories without any help. Without any help from Fancy, without any help from Katie Joy. Got there on our own. Got there on our own. You know, it's not because of Fancy Maselli that I realized Gypsy Rose was fucked up and wrong and lying. I was already looking for like-minded people when I said, holy shit, something's wrong here. I wonder who else thinks this is wrong. But that didn't take me that long. How come it took Fancy that long? And why is she mad at me? Why is she mad at me? Because it didn't take me that long to figure it out. By the time I came across Fancy, I already thought, man, Gypsy's a liar. You guys could see my videos. They predate Fancy as far as that goes, for sure. You know, Fancy helped perpetrate a narrative that we're trying to fix now. Okay? Now, did she mean to perpetrate it? No, I don't think she actually meant it. But I honestly don't know what the intentions were anymore. And that's, I don't care. I don't care. This isn't about bashing Fancy. This is about people that don't say things. You know, like Katie Joy, she had all this information about how messed up the Blanchards were. Of course, we knew too, but she was also defending them, Katie Joy, when we were saying, no, foul, no, that's bullshit, no. And why was that okay? And now it's not okay to defend them. You didn't know who they were the day before? They fucked you over? You think that all of a sudden these people that continue to mess with people aren't going to mess with you? You don't think Bree's in line to be messed with or hasn't been messed with yet, but maybe she tolerates a little bit more than you? Seriously? We're in the position we are with Gypsy Rose right now because of people that didn't speak up when they knew better. That's not me. Because since I've known better, I've been speaking up. Since I've seen, whoa, Dee Dee's legacy isn't anything the way it should be, I didn't need other content creators to tell me that's wrong, speak up against that. Or to look at Nick and say, wow, that's not fair. Let's see what we could do about that. I didn't need anybody to do that. I know how to do that. There just happens to be a bunch of people that feel the same way. You know, that Dee Dee's legacy needs to be changed to be who Dee Dee was. She could be the grifter. She could be the con person. But she wasn't an abuser physically of her daughter. And her daughter didn't have unnecessary surgeries. Her daughter didn't even have 30 of them. Her daughter might have had 4, which were explainable. To me, I look at Becca Scoops and I say that's informative. And not because I like Becca. I only like Becca because of the videos that she put out. That makes it plain and simple. Common sense just laid out for you. No confusion, no drama. And now there's a lot of great content creators that have taken the information and have brought it to light in their way for their audience. Gypsy Rose gave us that. Nobody else gave us that. But there were a couple people that weren't paying attention to how bad Gypsy was and what the real story was until they had to walk away from it. Now, isn't that true? Isn't that true? Because there's a lot of stuff going on here. But if everybody's saying this should be the year of the Petries and the Petries should get, you know, Dee Dee's legacy should prevail, that should be the number one thing. Nick should have some sort of reconsideration. Let's help with that. That should be the number one thing as well. That's what I think. Guys, you know, Gypsy Rose did use content creators, clearly, to prevent them from saying things maybe, or to keep them from saying things at a certain time, or to get them to say things at a later time. But we see who was friends with her and who's no longer friends with her. And we ask, why was the behavior the day before okay and the behavior now not okay? How come? Because that compass, that moral compass, should be within you. That should be within you. You know? Guys, this is the year that I think it's fair that Dee Dee's memory and Dee Dee's legacy, you know, gets changed for what it honestly was. And if this is the year that Nick can be reconsidered, if that's what he wants, I just want him to speak up. Just speak up, Nick. Speak up. All right, guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Tell me what you're thinking. I appreciate you. Don't forget, be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. And always be kind. And guys, let me say, I criticize Fancy. I criticize KJ. I think what they did needs to be recognized and not blamed on other people. And not turned into some sort of shit show. Let's move forward, but don't blame people either. You know, don't be distracting like you're blaming Gypsy to be. Don't forget, just be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Always, always be kind. Thanks, guys. All right, guys. Thanks.